Well, hello YouTube, and welcome back to The Daily Life. I'm your host, the star of The Daily Life, Tom Johnson. And today we're talking about a very exciting subject, apartments. Now, as some of you, or all of you, or most of you might know, I live in an apartment. Right here. And that's a pretty exciting thing, because apartments, they're pretty cool. They really are. They have a lot of nice features. The first nice feature that I like about apartments is their elevating capacity. Apartments are great because you never have to walk up the stairs if you don't want to. Ever. You never have to do it. If you don't want to walk up the stairs, you can take the elevator. And that's a pretty exciting thing to a lot of people. A lot of our house-dwelling counterparts who are not as fortunate as us. Now, if you live in a house, yes, you have an investment that will take care of you in retirement. But I'd just like to read something to you for a minute here. What should I have for lunch? Today is Thursday, September 25th. Don't think I mentioned that. Apartments have convenience stores, and I don't know if I didn't buy these things at a convenience store. This is a list of groceries that I bought. It's called a receipt. If you want to know how much I spent, you can come down here to the bottom. This is a receipt from Walmart. I should add. See, celebrating 20 years in Canada. But down here at the bottom of the receipt, I'll zoom in nice and close so you can get it. First thing you'll notice is items sold 22. That means that I bought 22 items that day. That's a significant thing, right? You'd think so. You'd think that. But it's not. So I purchased some stuff. Now, what did I purchase? I purchased some canned fruit, some bagels, some pasta, some Kraft Dinner, some hot dogs, some margarine, some crackers, jam, yogurt, cheese, chips, bread. I brought it back to my apartment. Now, if I was to purchase all that stuff at a convenience store in my apartment, it would be up to my neck and owls. Now, again, you can see here my subtotal is $58.05. 24 cents of tax, and my total was $58.29. You can see I paid $60 cash for this stuff, and I got $1.70 change. Now, if you're an American, you're going to say, that doesn't make sense. $58.29 from $60, that does not equal $1.70. And if you're thinking that that is the case, you're absolutely right. It equals 171. Now, why am I not sitting here yelling at you that I'm pissed that I didn't get my 1 cent back? Because in Canada we lost a penny. But apartments, believe it or not, this is the topic of today, apartments are a great place to store pennies. You'll just forgive me for a second here. In my apartment, I keep it changed. I have a lot of stuff in here. Now here's a penny. Now that happens to be an American penny. And here's a Canadian one. The difference being that this one is still in use. This one is not. I don't know how close I can get in, if you can see on that. But that is the US penny in my apartment. And on the back, Lincoln. Now my Canadian penny, on the other hand, which is a little shinier, so you might be able to see it better. There's the front. It's a maple leaf, not a building. By the way, what is that building? I've never understood. I never knew what that building was. It says some Latin phrase. I'm not an American, so I really don't know. But this one's got the leaves, and then on the back it has the Queen, who was our head of state. The Queen would not live in an apartment. She lives in a castle. Now, other things about apartments. So elevators, good place to store change. Good place to bring your groceries back to. Other things about apartments that are pretty cool, they have pools in them. My apartment has a pool in it, which is pretty awesome. If I want to go swimming, I don't have to go out, I just go upstairs. One shitty thing that I don't like about apartments is the laundry. Now, if you live in an apartment building like I do, you will know that laundry is not cheap, is it? No, it's not. It's expensive. Très expensive. Très bien expensive. I'm not French. $1.50 for a load of laundry, really? It doesn't cost $1.50 to do a lot of laundry at home. Just whatever you have to pay in hydro and water, which is not very much. I guarantee it's not $1.50. That's just the way these things are. So, those are things. And also, too, by the way, proof is proof. Now, I have to sneeze. Oh my god. So, other things about apartments in the last 3 minutes that I can talk about here. The other thing I don't really like is that when you are living in an apartment, it sucks because you open your front door, and if you live in a house, it's like outside. If you live in an apartment, it's just like the hall, which is admittedly kind of shitty. But if you need to go get a drink from the vending machine, say, you just zip on downstairs. You don't have to go outside. It's pretty sick. So yeah, that's apartments. Now, another thing I want to say about apartments. They have very small windows, and they get very hot. If you don't have air conditioning in your apartment, or sometimes even if you do have air conditioning in your apartment, it can be pretty tough because they get hot, like really hot. Like if you live in an apartment, if you don't get hot on occasion, I don't know, you must like be a senior because seniors never get hot, and but apartments do get hot. So hot, in fact, that it becomes unbearable. And you have to do something about it. Now, what do people do? Well, they turn the air conditioner on. But if you don't have an air conditioner, what do? Well, you turn the fan on. Or if you can't afford a fan, then you just have to suffer through the excruciating heat of summer until the winter comes and they finally turn the heat back on. That's pretty much about all that there is to it. So that sucks. Yeah, so that's apartment living. I mean, elevators, groceries, change. Talked about a lot of stuff that you can do in an apartment. Neighbors can be a problem, but, you know, barring any unforeseen incident, I don't think that you should have too much problem with them. At least I don't. Sometimes they can be annoying, but, yeah. Okay, well, with 20 seconds left, I will tell you that tomorrow, first Real Deal Friday, construction. We have 2 seasons in this country, winter and construction, and I'm going to talk about that. Tomorrow, I'll see you right back here on Daily Life. I'm your host, Tom Johnson. Please be safe. Don't drink and drive.